Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Traders. It's Wednesday, July 20th. It's about 7:15 Central Standard Time. Next 3 to 5 minutes, going to give you targets to the upside, targets to the downside, and possible areas of consolidation. And then we will take a look at market profile so we can keep track of the big picture. So as we look back yesterday, it was just kind of a range-bound day, pretty nasty. Scalper territory, and it's about it for anybody else. So we looked like yesterday we finally closed up around that 2160 area back to the open. Finally took it all day to get there. And then we turned around, opened at 2159 and dropped back to the support area at 5525 right in the middle of this consolidation area, right along the VWAP all day yesterday. So from there we just took off and went straight up last night all the way up to 6725. We're now currently pulling back into this our first zone here at 6325 area. If it gets to reach the bottom of this, we'll probably pull back. If we're going to continue to the upside, pull back to this 62 area, 63, right in this area right here. The white line will continue to meet up here, which is the 24-hour VWAP. We should get a bounce off of here if we're going to continue long. And the oil inventory may have something to do with it at 9:30, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So assume we're going to go to the upside, look for the pullback right in here. Great potential to enter long. First targets right up into this zone, 68 area. Then look to pull back into this area right here, 67 for the retest. And then after that, look to go straight up into the next area. Now this is all new territory, so nothing's stopping us up here that we know of right now. So once we get into here, look for the move all the way up. This 2177 at the bottom of this line is the 141 extension off the last major move. So we'll be looking at this really cautiously. We could get a reversal right here today at 77 if we manage to make it up there, which would be a retest all the way down into this zone. So be careful of this. Once it gets down to this zone, momentum may pick up and they may drive it all the way back down to this 58 area. Very, very cautious. If, however, we can get through this zone, trade up into here about the 79.25 level, look for the retest and a little bit below at 76.25 area, and then look for to go straight up in the 85 area, which I expect to probably be the high today if we can get that high. We do have other zones up the top up here at 2192.50, but I don't think we'll get there today. So just be real cautious of a reversal up here just due to momentum and people take a profit. Now, let's assume this breaks right back through the 24 VWAP, closes down below it. You can move right down into this zone and into the open price. The risk reward from here to here, unless you're a scalper, probably isn't worth it. Let it come back in here, retest this open price at 59, and then pull back up and retest the 24-hour VWAP. When it does this, as this white light comes down and retest it, then look for your first short and come on down and look for the double bottom here at 55, and then to move right back into the up scenario. Okay, right back up into the up scenario. However, should we fail that, we should get to this 55, come back up and test the 24-hour VWAP, this white line. Once we test it, if we fail it, good entry for short again. This time look for targets to come all the way down into 51 area, come back up to support, retest this 55 to see if it's going to the resistance is going to form there for us. It should. This should be another short entry for taking us all the way down to this 44 level. Again, once we get past this mark, it's going to allow that market to just drive straight on down just because of momentum and fear. Take us down to 44, come back up and probably retest this 51 again, and then we'll get some consolidation in here today if we happen to get that. But if we get back down in this area, say a second time, or break all the way through the first time, then we're looking into the 38s and down to the 34 uh, area right there. So keep an eye on that today. Could be some wild swings, especially with oil. So far, news has been good this morning with Microsoft. So that should help drive the market up at some point as well. So let's take a look at the market profile real quick. Back to the same picture. We drew a little line here yesterday to show a little bit of a trend line, and then we broke straight through it. So if you took that trade breaking through here at about 61.25 for the overnight, about 6 or 7 points up into this area, depending on where you entered, it was a good run. Now we're double topping basically at this 66 area, 67.25. So be cautious right here again. All new territory up here. If we can get a break and close on a smaller time frame above this zone, say 68, 68.25 area, look for longs to go to this target at 41 long term today. Maybe a lot of back and forth in here, some good profit taking, but look for this first target here at 77, 79, and then pull back here to retest this area before moving up into this 87 area. Now, these trades might hold for today and tomorrow, and possibly up into this 87 by tomorrow, long run, especially overnight tonight with any kind of good news at all. So be cautious with this area. If we come back below and fell below this 60 area, look for this little zone between the 60, 75, 58 to consolidate there and move into this area. If it closes below this, then look for this to come down and test this 52 and look for a good bounce off of this 52 area, 51, what is it actually, 51.75 area, good bounce to drive us up to 41. So if you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.